This is what's happening in Oakland, ladies and gentlemen.
Several sideshows take over parts of Oakland and Richmond overnight. This comes as Oakland faces pressure from the Trump administration. The president recently said that he would deploy National Guard troops to cities that he claims are considered unsafe. Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee and the police department says that crime there has been falling in recent months.
Check it out, y'all. Y'all went from an Asian woman mayor to a black woman mayor. Before we get into the slideshows, before we get into the fact that Trump has already identified Oakland as a target city to deploy the National Guard and troops, y'all went from Shang Tsung to an older black woman mayor. Right after that. Right after y'all voted in the one that got eliminated, then you brought in a black woman mayor to come in and do what? Jesus Christ.
Police data through the first half of the year shows violent crime fell 29% compared to the first 6 months of 2020.
Somebody said Oakland is one of the dustiest cities in the United States of America. Is Oakland the dustiest city in the United States of America, y'all? If y'all had to guess what major city, because remember, all major cities have crime. All major cities have a dark part. It has crime, but it also has good areas, and it has good areas surrounding it. So it's a mixture. Most cities have an undercurrent of crime happening in a city or a community, and then other cities also have, a good area, the downtown area. Is there a city? Because I hear some people saying Memphis, I see some people saying Baltimore, and I see some people saying Oakland, Camden, and Baltimore. Camden, New Jersey? Baltimore? Y'all think Baltimore got Oakland? No. New Orleans, they some goons out there in New Orleans. All right, so we got Memphis, Philly. I don't think Philly is supposed to be on this list, though. Philly, no matter what's happening in Philly right now, it can't be worse. Philly is not worse than Oakland. I don't know about Memphis, but I know that Dolph's killer just got off. All right, so you got Memphis, Oakland, New Orleans, Camden, New Jersey, Baltimore. Y'all saying East St. Louis? East St. Louis ain't got nothing on Oakland, bro. Cali City, Sid TV says Oakland is effed up and I'm here right now. Nope. Gary, Indiana. I've been to Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana ain't as bad as Oakland either. Gary, Indiana is suffering from disinvestment in the steel industry collapsing. Gary, Indiana is not worse than Oakland. Dearborn is cool. Dearborn is chill. Harvey, Illinois. No, not Harvey ain't on there. Baltimore on the street level is worse. Memphis, St. Louis, O Block, Birmingham. Birmingham, Alabama? If you walk in Baltimore is worse. Memphis needed. But see, let me tell you why Oakland is kind of like one of the worst. Oakland is one of the worst because not only do they not have any money or any funding, but Oakland also has an undercurrent of homelessness and drug use that's crazier than anywhere. Oakland got a pimp culture. It got a drug culture. It got a homeless culture. It got a robbery culture. Most places, it's like, all right, so this is the hood. This is where they got gangs and drugs. Or this is when they got prostitution is this. Oakland got it all. It's like it's all in one space, and it's warm outside, and they lost. Bro, Oakland is the only place that has lost all their teams. Every team has left. The Raiders left. The A's left. Right? You can't go see Golden State no more? Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The warmness and the homelessness make it 10 times worse, bro. It's got it. Cause you gotta usually pick a side. You gotta pick a problem in most places. Oakland got them all. Oakland got them all, bro. They got all of the problems all combined into one, and they broke, and they got corruption within their politics, and they got they diversity, equity, and inclusion with all of the people that are criminals. They got black criminals, Latino criminals, white homeless, black homeless. They got everything, bro. I think it's Oakland, bro. I got to give it to Oakland, bro. Seriously, because it's the warm weather that makes it higher on the list.
Before. Still, neighbors criticize police response and vow to take matters into their own hands after last night's sideshows in Oakland and Richmond produced little in the way of law enforcement response.
When all the to see Baltimore, they still got the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? And they still around the DMV area. So it's different from Baltimore. Memphis, they still got the Grizzlies. You know, and they got some decent universities over there. When you think, when you start to put it together, when you talk about Camden, I don't know about Camden. I mean, y'all lost the New Jersey Nets. I don't really know nothing about Camden, so I can't speak to Camden. They lost all their team. How do you lose every team, bro? Oh, man, they ain't got no police officers in Oakland. They ain't got no police. I heard they short like 800 police officers.
Got that story.
Donuts, M80 explosions, even a car fire.
Look at this, bro. Look at this. Jesus Christ.
Shows have become a regular problem in the Bay Area, but that doesn't make it any easier for the people who live through it.
If I had a gun, I would have started shooting. Really?
Would have been dangerous.
Where were the police?
The residents is going on camera and saying, if I had a gun, I would have started shooting. It don't get no worse than that. It don't get too much worse than people willing to go on camera and say, bro, I would have started shooting if I was on camera.
Where were the police?
Glenn Collins was livid after the loud spinouts woke him up 3 in the morning, and even more frustrated by what he calls a slow police response.
Irresponsible youth, lack of police enforcement. If there's no police, nothing's happening. These people are having fun.
Glenn and his neighbors say a huge crowd took over the 41st and Howell intersection for about 40 minutes. They say this Infiniti, likely stolen, finally broke down from all the spin.
Look at him.
Then a mob jumped on it and set it on fire. Neighbors say police didn't move in until after the car was torched to break up the crowd of rowdy drivers and spectators.
Because they could get something else on fire, you know what I mean? Like these old buildings around here, that's kind of scary. That seems like extra. I don't think they need to be doing all that.
One neighbor tried to put out the flames with a fire extinguisher, but was told to back off for his own safety. Police say this was one of at least 4 sideshow locations in Richmond and Oakland on Sunday morning.
The wheels screeching and people yelling and screaming, and it's just insane. Just complete insanity.
Some neighbors say as long as no one gets hurt, they're cool with it. Live and let live.
We're kind of waiting for it.
See this, y'all? They think it's cute. Yes, some unique about it. It's just the culture here. It's just the culture. Love us some white people. You know what? I love white apologists because you know what's so good about white apologists is that you can say and do anything to them, and then they just go ahead and take it because they feel as though they owe you something. Them being born white means that they owe you an apology for whatever it is. You know what? I deserve that for all of the years that your people just so happened to get beat in slavery. And I seen Gloria and Denzel Washington. He got whooped because he was looking for shoes. I need that. I deserve that too. You know what? It's not his fault. Officer, leave him alone. Leave him alone because Black Lives Matters. You can say and do anything to a white apologist, and they just gonna take it. They not gonna do nothing. You know that they not armed. They have no, because they don't believe in weapons. They believe in peace symbols. Yo, check his hard drive. Facts. Oh, I was thinking the same thing. You got to check that dude's hard drive. Probably got something on there that he ain't supposed to go. You can do anything to a white apologist liberal. Don't even matter. Bull ring, don't matter. They don't defend themselves. They don't stand for nothing. They don't have no identity. They want to be down so bad. White apologists don't even matter.
Mine.
It was fun to watch.
Fun to watch. No problems with it.
It was fun to watch.
It's loud. It was 1 hour. It's a Saturday night. It's not that big of a deal in Oakland.
But some previous sideshows have ended in gunfire and even homicides. We're not aware of any injuries from Sunday morning. Still, people want to know why police didn't
lighting
break
it
it
on
up
fire,
sooner.
bro.
The Oakland Police Officers Association says they simply don't have enough officers to move in safely. The union says there were 16 police cars at the scene, but about 500 participants and spectators. They released a statement saying, "Police are doing everything in our power to help residents. We ask neighbors to demand city council and mayor hire more officers and retain the ones we have now."
Poor excuse. Poor excuse. Get in there and do something.
OPD doesn't really respond to things, and they like to get a lot of overtime pay, so they usually draw things out and don't react to things.
Some neighbors posted a petition at the intersection urging the city to put in a traffic circle.
These are things that cost less than thousands of dollars and are effective at completely preventing sideshows from happening.
Glenn says he doesn't see a solution other than moving out.
I think the solution is to move out of the neighborhood. Really. This is going to happen. This is unresponsive Oakland police.
Yeah, I think that the solution is to move out too. If anybody can at this point, once you seen one team go, then it was time to go, honestly. Y'all got to be able to check the signs. And the signs will alert you to try to get the most money for your house on your way out the door. You got to get out of there, bro. Every place and every environment is not worth staying in, trying to hold it down. You got to get out of there, bro. And it's sad because, again, the residents and the people and the taxpayers are the ones that's going to suffer.